back to another video that ended up disgraceful, disrespectful, and not worthy of what happened on this very particular video you are watching. It was nonsense, not respect, nothing ever. This is national dialogue. Has got a lot of people talking, and it was rejected totally by South Africans, rejected totally by everyone. A lot of people called it a scam, and it was and waste of a lot of people call it a scam and waste of government money. How can you just come on such thing and you fighting and arguing? So it's completely a scam for me, and it's a completely waste of government money. Now a lot of dramas unveiled from this national dialogue in front of the president and the Bishop Lekganyane, which is totally completely wrong. Doesn't supposed to be so. So there are people who were busy going back and forth, and they didn't care about the president. It's completely disrespectful. It's completely unacceptable. They never felt the president's presence. Even Bishop himself is completely unacceptable. Guys, it was really disrespectful for people to argue in front of the president of South Africa, a man who deserves to be respected, including the bishop. Like that, it's not something that is likable at all. So for people to argue in front of the stage, it was bad, very, very bad, very, very bad, very, very bad. A place that the president is going to address the people by 11 a.m. A place that the president is the president is present, and their frustration might be valid, yes, but that does not mean they should disrespect the president of South Africa, a man that's supposed to be weird and clothed with respect, and you are in front of him argue whatever it takes, is supposed to be calmly, respectfully addressed. Many South Africans felt like it was a bad approach, completely bad approach. Storming the stage made them look like troublemakers, not advocating for the change. This national dialogue supposed to be something that supposed to be an advocate for change on how things can be settled and move on for the betterment of South Africa, but it ended up being nonsense, arguing, and at the end of the day, the main purpose was not realized that way. It felt into narrative that the dialogue was a complete failure, and it proved the critic rights. It's unfortunate that they allow it to go this way. It's unfortunate that the day that's supposed to be a day to be used to fix things that they feel that has not been fixed ended up that way. And coming to that young man that was even pushing that man that is enough to be his father, I completely disagree with him. No matter who he is, no matter what is his anger, no matter whatever that is his right, he wouldn't have get to the extent of pushing that man, creating more havoc, creating more attention that is not necessarily needed. I wonder why he does that. But at the end, let's go and watch that. And after, you could be able to say whatever you want to say in the comment section. Please, let's hear you and see what you have in mind and your own thoughts towards what happened on this national dialogue. Until I come your way again, please remain blessed. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share so that we can notify you when we bring another video like this more here will react to news, react to important things that is supposed to be reacted. That is what we do in this place. God bless you. I will see you on my next video.
All right, so it seems to be a stop-start affair this morning. Once again, hopefully not really going to cast a cloud over today, given just how much skepticism there already is over this particular gathering. We're meant to be at the stage where there's the unpacking of different discussions that are likely to unfold. Bear with me as I just try to pull out the program myself. It's meant to be an introduction of a citizen-led national dialogue roadmap. And I suppose that's why we've been hearing from some of the delegates on the stage who are going to introduce themselves. And this was supposed to be what takes place just before the president speaks. By the way, if you're wondering whether everything is happening as according to plan, obviously you can see that's not the case, but the president was meant to speak at 11 o'clock and that hasn't happened, so we're at least 20 odd minutes behind. In the interim, let me get you up to speed with what else you can see on your screen. Outside of this particular venue, there's a handful of protesters who have gathered. It goes without saying that they clearly don't agree with what's taking place inside, and something tells me that this crisis that we're told about is linked particularly to this protest. There were fewer people a short while ago than there are now, and I suppose that suggests that this particular protest is starting to gain momentum without overstating it, and without, of course, blowing it or heightening its presence more than what we're actually able to see. But elsewhere around the country, in the Eastern Cape, there's the police pass-out parade. A short while ago, you were able to see the National Commissioner Infani Masimula, whose name, I suppose, has also been hogging headlines for all manner of reasons, especially in the wake of Ntantlam Kwanazi's bombshell allegations now more than a month ago. And what we're seeing there is also in some ways tied to the National Convention and the dialogue that's likely to follow. The question around citizenry and how safe they feel. These pass-out parades is to essentially bolster the police's efforts to respond to criminality, and is in many ways, at least from what I've been able to see, has been most welcomed throughout the course of the past couple of years. In the Eastern Cape, the search for that missing pilot continues, and those are the visuals we're showing to you at the bottom left-hand side of your screen. This really tragic event that's taking place. A 61-year-old pilot who we understand is from Johannesburg, who was part of an air show yesterday, and it seems something went terribly wrong. Caught on camera, his light aircraft seen plunging into the Indian Ocean yesterday. The wreckage of the aircraft has been recovered, but sadly, the pilot himself is yet to be found, with the search being called off yesterday. But
wow, that looked really terrible, guys. So these people are not even afraid of the president. They are doing these things in front of the president, and the worst part, in front of Bishop Lekganyane, a well-respected man. Look at this other shocking incident that happened. These people are taking this national dialogue like a joke, guys. I'm telling you. There was no control there. Everything was so disruptive.
After lunch, please, that's what we're here.
Colleagues, comrades, and friends, we will be back at 2:45. That is 14:45. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Listen,
Have a good lunch.
the government has not kept its commitment. They are liars. They want you to go out so that we cannot address you on the crimes of the government.